everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Joy White. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please, if this is the first time you're checking on my channel, kindly hit on that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you. So guys, in today's video we are going to be learning how to draft, cut and sew a built-up Queen Anne neckline. Yes, this is actually a top that we are making. So it's going to be a built-up neckline, and I have my pattern here already. If you have been following my channel, you will understand how we came about all this. So I have a video on my channel on how to draft a basic body and also how to draft a princess bustier on my channel. So if you have not seen that video, kindly check it up so you understand how we came about all this. So but in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how we can sew a built-up Queen Anne neckline. On this pattern, I've taken all my measurements on this particular pattern that you are seeing here. So what we're going to be doing is to be drafting the Queen Anne neckline and sewing of this top. So the first thing we're going to do, on your pattern paper, you're going to be coming down with 3 inches. So I came down from this pattern paper here. I came down with 3 inches to get the top line or the shoulder line. So the first thing I'm going to be doing, this is the shoulder point. So I'm going to be coming up with 2 inches. We're raising the shoulder by 2 inches. So this is not actually constant. You can decide to raise the shoulder with 1 inch or 1.5, but I'm going to be doing 2 inches. So after doing that, I will extend this neckline upward. So after extending it with 2 inches, I will still come over here to get what the exact 2 inches. Then I'll be making a box here. So after doing that, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come down with 1/2 inch, 0.5. This is 0.5. Then I will just curve it this way. So after curving it that way, the next thing I'm going to do is to come over to this shoulder point. We're not going to be leaving this shoulder this way. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get my curve. We're going to be blending what we have here. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to blend it this way. From this 2 inches we extended this neckline with, I will take it to the shoulder point this way. I'll just use my free hand and curve it this way. I'm going to be connecting the darts for the back. So I'll just come up. This is the mid armhole dart line. I will come up with 1 inch. 1 inch. Then I will extend the dart this way. So after extending the dart, we are done with the back. So now we're going to be working with the front. So in working with the front, I'm going to be tightening the shoulder. That is why I have this line here. So the first thing I'm going to do is to cut out this dart leg here and take it to the bust point. So after cutting it out, I'm still going to be cutting on my paper. I will go over to the midpoint for the side dart and take it to the bust point. I'm not going to be cutting through, so I'm going to stop there, because in opening a dart you have to close another dart. So now I'm going to be folding in just this side dart in this way, because we're going to be opening the shoulder point. So after doing that, I am going to close this side dart this way. Can you see what I've done? I will just go ahead and tape it down. So after taping it down, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to measure what I have here. I've actually explained this on the video I have on my channel on how to draft, cut and sew a shoulder dart bustier. So you can watch it so that you will understand. So whatever I have here, figure I have here, I will divide it by 4. And after dividing it, the answer I got was 0.75. So I'm going to come over to this side of the shoulder and mark 0.75. So after doing that, I'll be connecting it from the shoulder to the bust point. So after connecting it, the next thing I'm going to do is to extend this shoulder, because when I'm taking from the shoulder, it's not going to, our shoulder measurement will not be complete if we do not what replace it. So I'm going to be replacing the 0.75 I use in tightening this shoulder. I'll replace it back. So after replacing it, I will go ahead and connect it back to the armhole. So after connecting it, this is what we have. So now at this point, I'm still going to open up my side darts. For now, I will still go ahead and close it later. After opening the side dart, I'm going to be closing this shoulder darts that I've created here, this shoulder tightening. I'm going to close it this way. So you will observe that when we close it, the shoulder is not matching up again. So what are we going to do? You are going to match up the shoulder by blending it this way. The next thing I will do is to tape it down. I will tape whatever I have done here down just to secure it. So after taping it down, what I will do next is I'm going to be taking the neckline. So the neckline I'm working with is 8 inches. You can use 7 inches, 8 inches, depends on how low you want it to be. So I will go ahead and mark 8 inches. And I will create a box here. So we're going to get the midpoint. So the midpoint here, this is the midpoint, 4 inches. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to be extending the neckline for the front. So don't forget that we use 2 inches in raising the back neckline. So now we're coming over to this front neckline. I'm going to place my tape here and mark 2 inches. This is the 2 inches. After marking the 2 inches, I'm going to extend this shoulder slope. So I'm extending it to the point of the 2 inches. After extending it with 2 inches, I'm going to get my curve. The next thing I'm going to do is to connect it from this point of these 2 inches we extended this neckline by. I'm connecting it to this place. So I'll just take it this way. Don't forget we are creating a Queen Anne neckline. So this is it. So now after doing that, the next thing I will do is that I'm going to come out with 1 inch. 1 inch. Then I will get my curve. You can decide to use your straight ruler or your curve in creating this neckline. I'm going to place my curve this way and connect it to the neck depth. So after connecting it, if you look at it, we're having what? Another sharp point here. We're not going to be leaving it this way. So I'll get my curve and I'm going to be blending what we have here. We are going to be avoiding any sharp point. So I'll go ahead and blend it this way. So you can also use your free hand to just make it what? Smoother. So this is what we have for our built-up Queen Anne neckline. Can you see the back? Can you see the front? So at this point, what we're going to do, we're going to be placing our tape on the back shoulder line and the front shoulder to be sure if it is what? Equal. If what we have on the shoulder is equal. So if there's going to be a difference, it can be more than what? 0.2 or 0.3. So I'm going to place my tape this way and measure what I have now. So what I have here is 6.75. 6.75. So I will come over to the front and measure what I have. So what I have on the front is 6.75. So it matches. So after doing that, we're going to be closing our bust dart. And in closing our bust dart, we're going to open the princess armhole darts that we have here. At this point, I will go ahead and cut out what? The princess armhole darts that we have here. So after cutting it out, I'm going to close this side dart this way. So I've closed the side dart. Can you see it? So now the next thing we are going to do, we're going to be taking the length of this top that we're working with. So on the side, I want the side to be shorter than what? the front of this top we're working with. So on the side, I'm coming up with 3 inches, and on the front, I will come up with what? 1 inch. After doing that, I will get my curve ruler and curve it this way. So I'll be doing the same thing for the back. On the side, I'm coming up with 3 inches, and I will come up with what? 1 inch on this side, and I'll be curving what I have with my curve ruler. So this is what we have for our built-up Queen Anne neckline. So now the next thing I'm going to do, we're going to be cutting our pattern. So I'm going to be blending the bust points. Like I always say, avoid sharp points. So this is our center front, side front, side back, and center back. So the next thing we will do now is to get our fabric. We're going to be working with a Duchess fabric. We'll place it on our fabric and we'll be cutting it out. So after cutting it out, this is what we have. So another thing I did is that I've also gone ahead to cut out the facing for the back and for the front. So here is the facing for the front and the facing for the back. So I'm going to be using an interface for this facing that we have here, and also for this upper part of this top that we have here, just to reinforce it, to give it what? More stability. So I'll be using a soft interface. You can as well also use a collar stay on this facing that you have here, so that it will be more firmer when you put it on. So but I'm going to be using a soft interface for the purpose of this tutorial. So after attaching the interfacing on the facing and on the fashion fabric itself, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to place the facing on top of the fashion fabric for the front. So I'm going to be sewing on it using 1/2 inch. So for the side, I'll be doing the same thing as well. I'll get one of the side and place on this side. I'll be sewing from the hem, from the down part of it, using what? 1/2 inch. I will join to this side, and I will do the same thing on the other side as well. So for the back, this is the back. I've also gone ahead to do what? Attach an interfacing to the fashion fabric and the facing itself. So I'm going to be using 1/2 inch to sew from this point, and I'll be doing what? Joining on the side. For the side, I'll attach the side to it using 1/2 inch and sew on both sides as well. So after joining the sides, this is what we have for our top. So now the next thing we are going to do, we're going to be joining the shoulder. So here is how we are going to join the shoulder. We're going to open up the back neckline and the front. So now I will go ahead and pin it down. So after pinning it down, I'm going to pin it down till I get to what? This other side. Then I'll be sewing on it using 1/2 inch. So on the other side, I'll be doing the same thing. So I'll go ahead and open up the shoulder, and I'll also pin it down. So after pinning it down, I'm going to be sewing on it using 1/2 inch. So after joining the shoulder, this is what the neckline is going to look like. So I've done it for the other side. Let me just quickly show you guys. So after joining the shoulder, you're going to notch on it. So after notching on it, I'm going to be cutting off a bit so that the shoulder will do what? Relax. So you just bring it out this way. So this is what the shoulder is going to look like. This is to enable it what? Relax when you put it on. When you have done this, you are going to iron it out to enable it relax on the shoulder. So after doing that, the next thing we are going to be doing is to join the side. So the seam allowance I left out for the side was 1 inch. So I'm going to be using 1 inch to sew down on both sides. So after joining the side, this is what we have. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to be fixing the zipper. But before we fix the zipper, I want to show you something. So you're going to be sewing down this facing with your fashion fabric. So I'll just pin it down this way. You're pinning down both shoulder points together. You ensure that it is what? Matching. So I'll pin it down. I will go to my machine and just sew the facing down this way. I'll do that for the other side as well. So after doing that, I'm going to be fixing the zipper. So the zipper allowance that we left out was 1 inch. So I'll be using that 1 inch in fixing the zipper. After fixing the zipper, I'll be folding the hem. What I left out for the hem was 1 inch. I'll fold the hem and I'll fix the sleeve, and I'll show you what this top looks like. So guys, this is the final outcome of our built up Queen Anne neckline. Can you see how beautiful this top is looking? Yes, I so much love what the fitting of this top. So this is what we have for our built up Queen Anne neckline. So for the sleeve, I just went ahead to use the leftover fabric in creating this sleeve that you are seeing. So this is the back of our top. Can you see how relaxing the back is? So this is what we have. This is how yours should look like. Very what? Relaxing. So this is it. I'm sure you can make yours after watching this video. So this is what we have, guys, for our built up Queen Anne neckline. So please, if you find this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit on that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Like and share this video, make your comment. Tutorial again, we'll be doing something else. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.